What's up? I wanted to talk a little bit about a manga that I've read recently, which is Solanin. And Inio Asano actually made my favorite manga of all time, which is PunPun. Asano actually created something out of nothing. PunPun was something that I'm still struggling to make video about, but in all shortened form, it's something that truly sticks with you. It tells a story that is heartbreaking, but it's also very realistic. It doesn't... fuck. I fucking love Inio Asano. The works he did are amazing. Inio Asano creates these detailed worlds that are very hard to portray by anime, I think. Characters are really fleshed out. They are not redrawn in any caricatural way. And he shows the beauty and hardship of everyday struggles. And it's... I hate to say that again, but it's very relatable. We all get through life, and it's not without a little bit of mystery and hardship on its way. Inio Asano works are hard to describe, and they can show you that you're not alone in all of this fucked up world that we all live in. Solanin is actually something that is telling a story about not like heroes, it's about everyday people. It very beautifully portrays it. The world is the way it is, and it's not an easy task to survive in it. But we find this kind of beauty in everyday struggles and everyday hardships, problems we get along the way, but we are just human, and that's completely fine. We do not have to be heroes, we do not have to have superpowers. We just need to stick to our guts and just survive it through, I guess. I find this kind of strange beauty in it because I know you might feel overwhelmed by all of that, but the way it makes you feel, the way how it makes you grow is just so beautiful, because you just feel so alive with all those emotions, all this pain and all this love you can surround yourself with. I read it because I wanted to get something lighter without any kind of actions like shonens. Here comes the seinens, I guess. Yeah, so I got it in it's 2 volumes in one. And actually the question is, so why I decided to read this masterpiece? Because I heard about the topics it tried to portray. As a young adult, you can probably relate to that. Finding yourself and your way after finishing school or uni, you feel this kind of directionless path. You're not alone in it. Finding your true passion is something that we can do all our lives and still keep finding new things, and that's the beauty of it as well. But you also might feel lost and forced to grow up to be a boring adult, I guess. Adults are trying to force their way of thinking on our heroes, force them to grow up, to give up on their dreams, which is something I disagree as well. Solanin is the story of having a duty to yourself. You need to keep your passion alive and your childish dreams alive, because no one is gonna take care of your inner child but you. Work and fight and claw your way through it. Some people said the more critics you got, the better job you do. Just find the right people, find the people you supported by, because those are the kind of people you want to keep in your life. Just thinking about Solanin and what it did for me is unbelievably heartbreaking. So yeah, fuck. Yeah, here's something about me now. I'm really fucking self-conscious about doing things in public. Hence my attempt at doing so. I'm shy AF. And I'm trying to just show you that no matter what happens, just go for it. People will never care. And neither should you. You caring too much is just gonna block you from doing anything at all. And the only thing stopping you is just your thoughts. So get rid of them. And I'm really trying to be consistent, even though I failed like twice already. Because not sticking to anything that I forced on myself is
really my insecurity. I tried multiple things, I dropped them, and I'm trying to get back on track. Because whenever I start doing something, I'm trying to get it perfectly. And life is not about being perfect. It's just about loving our imperfections and trying to do the best you can. Because there's nothing you can do, so you do what you can. And yeah.
And yeah, it gives hope for a better tomorrow, I guess. Shit, I really don't want to cry. Solanin itself is this kind of reminder for me to take care of your inner child and this childlike innocence. And it's like a feather, like someone said. Take care to keep them in life. Love them, appreciate them. Do not just sit on them, use them and fly very high. Those dreams you've got, fight for them, even for just a couple of seconds of pure happiness. In Solanin, it also shows that you need coaches in life or like mentors, because some of the people you find along the way do not have coaches, but they can be your own. And I found people like that during reading Solanin. I found my coaches and I missed them a lot. Actually, even make this video because it's this kind of a farewell towards my guides. Recently, I've noticed that I really like songs that are about finding your place and finding your inner self and the struggle we get to have along the way. Solanin actually reminds me of a song by Eden. And yeah, at the end of the song, there's this beautiful quote that I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I tried being a writer, but I hate what I write. And I tried taking pictures, but they were so mediocre. And you'll figure that out. And I'm not worried about you. And there are those words that everyone should hear at least once. Because you get these moments of doubt in life, that you're doubting yourself and you don't know what you're supposed to be. There is someone that believes in you wholeheartedly. They believe in you even though you don't believe in yourself. And I guess Solanin is also a song it's not a song about two people parting ways. It's a song about saying goodbye to the person you used to be and saying farewell to them. Because in order to find your own happiness, you need to change. You need to forgive yourself and you need to do something that's the hardest shit ever. Just believe in yourself.
So yeah, there's no need for settlement for less. You need to chase your own happiness. That's what I was trying to say. I never wanted this video to be more sad, but more of an uplifting topic. Yeah, and I think I wanted to thank all of the people that I've met along the way, my coaches and my mentors. But unfortunately, life sometimes goes like this. You just need to say your goodbyes and move on. And yeah, I wanted to just show my gratitude towards them. They were one of the best guides I've had in my life, and I could never be more thankful for meeting them. Solanin is not just a manga about music. I think the music is just a secondary topic, and what the song Solanin is trying to say is much more meaningful than that. I think it's a manga about life and how beautifully tragic it is. And that's my interpretation of it. I think the passage of time is just so relentless in Solanin and in life overall that sometimes you get too much freedom, and that freedom can lead to being time wasted. And just so easy and tempting to just wander around aimlessly and never think about the consequences. It's really important to have this kind of direction. And this stranded beach, it's actually not very stranded. There's a lot of people here, and that's why I'm just wandering around, trying to say something meaningful. And yeah, you see my legs for the first time. And yeah, what I'm trying to say is you should try to make most out of your time, out of your free time, and fly high, just like this little guy is trying to fly. And so should we. But we do not have wings like them, we just have them metaphorically. And it's really important to have a steady ground to lift off of from. Just don't wait. It's really not that hard once you start. Yeah, continuing. Once you start and you get a good lead, the right people will follow you. And it's unavoidable. You need someone to guide you a little bit. And when you take one aim and just go towards it, the right people will follow. And yeah, either you need a guide, but sometimes you need to become a guide yourself, even though you're not very sure of what you're doing, as I am. One character in Solanin says that he's very impatient with himself because he's not having enough courage to break off this circle of routine and going to work. And I think this character is trying to say that you need to try as hard as you can to make the most out of what you've got. Because sometimes you're not getting everything you want, but everything you need. But don't get me wrong, you need to reach for the stars. If you don't strike the bullseye, you at least land amongst them. So it's better to regret the things that you've tried to do than to regret the things that you never even tried to start at in the first place. And as cliche as it sounds, I think this video is my own kind of farewell, but not to anything specific. A plane, hey! But to a thing I did. Yeah, it's a farewell to all of the things, bad and good, that happened to me, and I'm very thankful that it happened because it made me the way I am, and yeah, I couldn't ask for more. I'm super scared of what the future will bring because it's new. At this very moment, as you can see, I'm living on the seaside, but I'm not from here. Hence why I feel so lonely in here, because I don't belong. At least that's what I thought. Whenever I took my first steps towards leaving this place, I felt like I finally started to belong because I was being true to myself. I'm scared of the future, but I'm excited at the same time. Whatever it is, I'm thankful. And I'm ready. So yeah, your own happiness should matter, because you're gonna spend 24/7 with your own self, and that's the person you need to take care the most of. Yeah. So you should ask yourself from time to time, is that still you? Because I feel like I've lost that, and I never actually knew who I was until as of very late. Last page of Solanin says that it's a story about 20-something-ish year olds, and there's nothing cool about them. But that's the beauty of it. They're normal. They're just like us. And even though it's complete fiction, it says much more about life than some of the people you meet along the way will. Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.